So late video tonight. There's Turbo down there getting some of the lights replaced right now. Thank you, Bobby. So taking down the old ones, getting the new ones put up. And then we have some electrical issues that have to be addressed, very minor, trying to get 3 lights in the back to work. And so it's been an ongoing process for the last couple hours to figure this out. But in the meantime, we're getting the rest of the house done, getting the lights done, trying to get the floodlights finished up and all this stuff wrapped up tonight, hopefully by tomorrow, and then obviously a few other things that have to get done. But yeah, so we've got things going on here this evening, and while things are being done here, a lot happening across the globe. I didn't have a whole lot of time to pay attention to what was going on today, but I was following the markets a little bit. And I will say this, the situation for the U.S. economy, the situation for the United States of America is in critical condition. And you saw, what do we see? The Dow Jones down about 400 today, NASDAQ down 445. These are literally just numbers. I don't even know how much validity we can put in the stock market anymore because it's just so manipulated. It is so artificially pumped up. It is an absolute joke. But this whole AI FOMO that's taking place, you know, it's AI literally carrying the entire stock market right now. Turbo, come here. What's going to happen when they no longer can depend on AI stocks to keep everything, keeping the entire stock market glued together? Today, just a minor warning sign for things yet to come, because they will lose control. I think AI is completely overpriced. I think that it is a massive, massive bubble. It's going to make the dot-com bubble look like child's play. But we're going to see some serious things coming to America and the U.S. economy as it has begun. Big Turbo just chilling out here tonight. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? So much what's going on. But look how tall this dog is getting. Jeez, he's a monster. But anyways, just going through a few notes here. One thing I wanted to share with all of you, I was having a quick bite to eat today, and a gentleman saw the license plate on the Forerunner, and he goes, "Wow, California, what the heck are you doing all the way out here?" And I just said, "I had to escape, California, I had to get out. It's a disaster." And he goes, "How do you like Alabama?" He goes, "I bet you love it." I said, "You know what? I do." And he just started talking to me about the United States of America. I'd never met this man, don't know his personal background, don't know his politics, but he just started talking to me, older gentleman, probably about 70, and just sharing with me how this country's in very, very big trouble. So it's not just me, it's not just you, it's people, in a Lowe's parking lot sharing with me that we got problems. Dow Jones down 400 today, NASDAQ down 445. Gold held. Right now it's up 11. Silver held up. It's up 14 cents. We've discussed this many times in the past. What's going to happen in cryptos? Cryptos, to me, trades with tech. And if tech goes, you can kiss crypto goodbye. My opinion. That's my opinion. But every time we see the markets in trouble, what happens to Bitcoin? What happens to the cryptos? They get absolutely wrecked. Right now, Bitcoin's down about a little bit over $2,600. I think it's back down to $101,000 per crypto. Be very, very careful, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people pump this up, and they say that they know crypto, but you don't. They don't know. This stuff is so controlled. This stuff is so in the system. It started out as a great idea, couldn't be traced, was outside of the system. Now every bank has their fingers in it. It's being traded on Wall Street. It's as trendy as it can be. It's so in the system. You want to be in the system, get into crypto. You want to be out of the system, you get gold, you get silver. And by the way, if you need help with that, go to my link down below. SD Bullion, in my humble opinion, the best precious metals company in the world. Super competitively priced. They're going to get it to you as soon as they can. And I think it's more important now than ever to be holding some real hard tangible assets. Not a financial planner, not financial advice. It's what I'm doing. It's what people around me are doing. And you know what? I've been doing it for over 13 years, and it looks like it's worked out pretty well. And I'm going to keep doing it. So you can't argue with history, 5,000 years of history. But here's another one today. Let's get into it. Fox Business layoffs in October hit highest level for a month in 22 years as companies cite cost-cutting AI. Very, very bad news. We're seeing so many people getting laid off. And as we near Christmas, more and more people are getting laid off by big corporations. And it's only a matter of time before this accelerates so far out of control. But what's the real unemployment number? They've manipulated that data too. But I've seen numbers around 20, 24%. John Williams, Shadow Stats, he's probably the most accurate guy. Last time I looked at those numbers was probably about a month and a half ago, and he had it around 24%. Think about how many people now are working part-time jobs, having to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, even 4 jobs just to make ends meet. Doug Casey on why the gold surge signals a crisis of confidence in the U.S. dollar, the burning platform.com. The Fed, he says, has been buying assets and increasing its balance sheet, financing government debt by creating currency and credit, causing more inflation. If the government fails, so does its currency. It doesn't matter what country. Go back, look at history. Any country that has failed, that has collapsed, guess what collapses with it? Its currency. And you're watching, in my opinion, a dying dollar. You're watching, unfortunately, a country that is very wounded right now, and that is the United States of America. And it is a country where the world is losing confidence. And if they lose confidence in America, they lose confidence in the U.S. dollar. And we've been watching this take place. There's enough evidence now when you look at a country like China that isn't buying U.S. treasuries like it used to. It's dumping them and buying gold. And many other countries are doing the same thing. They're dumping U.S. treasuries and they're going and they're buying gold. They're getting very nervous. They're losing confidence in the United States of America. Redfin, pending home sales barely budge as buyers stay cautious despite lower mortgage rates. We heard it. If they can lower rates a little bit, it's gonna ignite the housing market. Well, now we have a 30-year fix. I just checked bankrate.com, sitting at 6.25%. Remember, I think where were we? 7.5%. Some people were paying 8, above 8, and here we're at 6.25%. Why are people not running and buying houses right now? They are cautious. They are worried. And let's be realistic. A lot of people have lost their jobs, or their spouses have lost a job, or they don't have faith that they're going to have a job next month or next week or next year. So they're not buying houses. And I think a lot of people believe that this market is severely overpriced. And so sellers are wondering why they cannot sell a house. Lower the price of your house and maybe it will sell. Studyfinds.com, State of the Union. Nearly 2/3 of young Americans have considered moving abroad. What are your thoughts? Have you thought about moving abroad? Bill Holter, we had a really good conversation with him a year or two ago about this, because at one point he lived in Costa Rica and he moved back. He moved to Texas. And what he said really stuck with me. Being an American abroad, you could be a target. And I think that America is going to take a huge blame for what is going to happen to the global economy, the global depression, and whatnot. And I think America is going to take a huge, huge amount of blame for that. And I don't think Americans throughout most of the world are very, very loved. Now, you can watch TV and they'll tell you how much they love Americans here and there. And, some countries, yeah, they do until they don't. But like Bill said, if they think you have money, you're an American. Of course, they think you have money because you're from America. You have a lot more than them. You could be a target, and you probably will be a target. And my question is to these people who are going to go abroad, these younger people, what in the heck are you going to do to make money and pay for this? You're going to Uber? You're going to work at a Starbucks? You're going to deliver food? What? People just think like moving, thousands of miles away. I can tell you right now, just moving here to Alabama was a small fortune just to do this. And people just think they're going to get on a plane, move over there, rent a house, an apartment. Good luck. People just have no idea about what they're talking about. They really, really don't. But again, if you move over there and say you have a job and all that, you could be a target because you are an American. So what country, by the way, what country? Comment down below. A lot of people may be going, oh yeah, I would move in a heartbeat. Where would you move to? What country would you move to, leave the United States and move to, that you think is going to be, you're going to be so much better off? I would love to know that. This country is not perfect. It's turning into a disaster. But what country would you move to? Maybe Switzerland, but you better have a lot of money if you're moving to Switzerland, that's for sure. But I think a lot of people just think it's going to be a lot easier somewhere else, and they have no idea. So anyways, a lot of work going on at the house right now. Turbo's sitting out here. We did buy a deep freezer. We have some additional rooms. You know, this house is pretty interesting because we have about another 12. We have another building. It's about 1,200 square feet next to the pole barn. So not sure what we're going to do with that, but it has power. It has air conditioning. But it was pretty much used like for a machine room and tools and all that and storage. But at some point we might do something with that. But right now we have more than enough square footage at this house. And on top of that, we have 3 separate rooms that are in the exterior of this house. One is climate controlled, 2 are not, and we're using them for storage. So we bought a deep freezer last night because the dogs eat raw, so I buy their food, comes in frozen, and we're going to put that away. And then I want to store, you know, enough meat and food in the freezer here. We do have a Generac too with 750 gallons of propane, so that would run a very, very, very long time. And of course we could go to solar too. That's another option, but right now we have the Generac. But this is the deep freeze. We just installed it last night and start stocking it up. Right now, just got about 40 pounds of raw food in there. And then over here, shelves, and we've got boxes of emergency food. And so we're just putting this all together right now, just putting some of this together. So, you know, paper towels, toilet paper, emergency food, propane, all that. And so that's just some of what we're putting out here right now. But, you know, I try to, as most of you do, try to walk the walk. And so coming out here, putting this whole property together, the food, the water, the propane, all that stuff, the generator, everything, I really believe, watching daily what's happening, I feel that this, to me, was no doubt the right choice, because I do feel like we're going to see some bad times. And I know a lot of people out there, they might say that we're going to see some bad times, but they don't really believe it, because if they really believed it, they would really be doing something about it, and they're really not doing much about it. So, you know, to me, security is next to God the most important asset. So motion detectors, you know, lights, the dogs, the alarm, cameras, 90210s, all that stuff, extremely, extremely important to protect what is here, the people that are here, the assets, like the food and water that are here. Very, very important to be able to protect this stuff. So, you know, we want to be able to light this property up like the 4th of July. And so I don't think we'll probably get to that till tomorrow, but that is the goal here in the next 24 to 48 hours, get the motion detector lights up, the back of the house, the front of the house, the side of the house, everywhere. And we have cameras all around the house, so we can monitor everything. And if you come down the road, it's really what you would call a funnel of death. Once you come down, there's no way out. So we have a good strategic point here, in my opinion. But hopefully it never comes to that, and hopefully nothing bad ever happens. But if it does, we sleep really good at night, knowing that, you know, we have a year plus food supply, and we have a lot of deer on the property. We got pigs, we got turkey, we got a lot of fish, we got a lot of water, we got a well. So I think we've covered most of the bases. Are there people more prepared? Hell yeah, there are. But I think right now, in the last month, we've done a lot purchasing this house, getting it fixed up, and getting it livable, and then having the gear here in case things go down. So this to me, this dog right here, Turbo, this right here, big asset, big asset. This dog, he's almost 5 months old. He'll be 5 months old in a couple days, but this guy really is a big deterrent, and he does not play games. When this dog's 12 months old, yeah, he's not playing any games. He's real serious. And we like that. He's great with the family, but he's not too great with strangers unless, he gets to warm up to you. He gets to know you a little bit. But yeah, it's not a dog you want to jump in the yard with and just run across the grass here to the door. Not going to happen. But anyways, yeah, I just want to check in with everybody. It's a late night, and we still got 3 people here working on the house. And it just seems like it goes on forever, but it's coming along. It's looking good. We have more lights now than we did before. The house is looking good. And as Doug Casey said, he will be watching this collapse from his big screen, not his front window. And I'll be doing the same thing. So a lot of work to do here. But while all this is going on, we're going to make this house our fortress. We're going to make it comfortable. Somebody had an issue that I was painting the house. Well, things are collapsing. I'm painting the house. You're damn right I'm painting the house because I don't like lavender. And so it's my house and I get to paint it. And I can paint it whatever color I want. And we had to paint it. So if we're going to sit in it and we're going to weather this storm, we're going to be comfortable doing it. So anyways, I want to check in with everybody. Look forward to talking to all of you very, very soon. God bless. Take care. You good boy. You a good boy. You good boy. We're getting there. We're getting there.